You know, the funny thing about librarians is that we always think that it means not doing anything. Um, and I want to set the record straight because I've had the chance of actually working in the library. Actually, I went to university and I worked part time at the university library. It was the best job I ever had. I went to college. I worked part time at the college library. Best job I ever had. I was in high school. 3 years of Young Librarians Association. We worked part time at the library, of course, without a salary, but we still enjoyed it, and they gave us the perks of working in the library, which would be having a key, getting access after hours, and enjoying peace and quiet when we wanted to have it, and enforcing peace and quiet when it needed to be had. John, you're an awesome man to have interests in library conferences. Um, Not all librarians are nerds. Some are people that have decided to take that career path, but a lot of them have varied tastes. That's the fun thing about librarians. There's not one that covers, that has the same look, same feel of another, in the sense of when they're present in their library, they have their own uniqueness, if you will. University students hated me, for one, because I was quite severe on noise. If they weren't in the actual rooms that we have reserved for meetings downstairs in the library, they got pretty miffed. And there's others. The actual science of being a librarian has been changed with the advent of technology and the internet and databases, changing of technologies from microfiche to other types um, of viewing technology. And there's one thing that hasn't changed in all those years. Some librarian technicians, in fact, pretty much all librarian technicians and librarians, work on ensuring that the books are held in good shape. And if the books tend to become dilapidated because of use, well, they have to make certain that they're kept in good repair, and they do repairs. I learned how to do repairs on books with a razor blade, and I'm not talking about the straight razor, but those safety razors, more or less. Take one blade. It helps you in taking off any glue or any other substances, adhesives, period. And you use Zippo lighter fluid because it's part of the actual basis of restoring the book without destroying the book. It's usually just rebinding the backing of it, and then you use a whole bunch of other stuff. Glue. Unfortunately, the glue is usually just glue paste that they put in the back. They make sure that the backing is still intact so that the spine of the book makes contact with the backing, and then they put it inside a book cast, which basically is similar to a gabarit in French, that keeps the book in its place, shape, flattens it, and then you put weight on top so that it spreads the glue where you need it to go. One great big perk that I really miss, because I no longer work in libraries, I'm employed somewhere else, was accessing the restricted archives of the treasured books once in a while, just to be able to see them and handle them with white gloves. And man, oh man, there's nothing better than to be able to actually handle history in your hands and to see it with your own eyes and to smell it too, because they develop their own smells. And I'm not talking about moisture related smells, but print book smells. It stayed with me until I became an employee for 1 year with Chapters, which got bought out by Indigo Books here in Canada. I didn't stay after the 1 year because it wasn't paying enough. Minimum wage sucked. so I needed to find a better paying job. So thus ends my short-lived career as a librarian and as a book enthusiast in regards to selling and encouraging other people to actually get themselves into reading. So anyways, have a nice one.